Prerna here. This week I had a question come in: how to raise happy and confident children. I'm so excited to talk about this. So, have you ever wondered why some children are more confident and risk takers than others, and others just shy away from everything and go through life a little bit insecure? So, there's things that we can do in their early years, and with 90% of the brain getting wired during birth to 5, there's things that we can definitely do intentionally to help the wiring happen in the brain to make them more confident and happy. So children are born capable, intelligent, curious, and eager to communicate. And even before they're born, the wiring for the language neurons is happening in the womb. Did you know that? That's so amazing. They're born ready to communicate. And so the, to raise confident children, first we have to start with ourselves. Have confidence in yourself that you can do this. If you're a first-time parent or a second-time parent, you doubt everything you do, and it kind of trickles down to the children. So you got this, and you just have to, you know, be in tune with them. And I'm going to share some 3 very simple tips in how you can be in tune with your child. Are you ready? Here we go. So the brain is got 3 parts, and today I want to focus on the survival brain. The survival brain is down here by the neck. It gets wired from birth to about 18 months. That's when the wiring and the foundation is laid for it. And that's why giving them the right start is helpful, so that they can have the right strong neuron connections with the synapses happening. This, by the way, is the size of a real brain. How cool is that? And this down here is where the survival brain is, just at the base down here. Can you imagine this is the size of a real brain? And the survival brain, there's only one job. So the survival brain is created in our body to keep us safe. Where there's perceived danger or real danger, it kicks into survival brain when we don't feel safe and secure, and we are gushed with hormones. That's it. That's the only job that it has, to keep us safe. So 3 tips. Here we go. The first tip is to slow down. Babies are a blessing in our life, and their pace is much slower than adult pace. So slow down, be fully present, and the things that you can do to remind yourself to slow down is look, listen, label. What does that look like? So if a baby is playing with a red ball or looking towards a red ball, you follow their gaze. So you're looking and you notice it. Oh, you're seeing the red ball. Oh, it's fuzzy. You're labeling. And sometimes as adults, we are so busy doing instead of noticing and instead of being. So we have to be more in the being space and less of the doing space, at least when they're playing. I know you're doing lots of things to meet their needs, but when they're playing. The other example would be if you're playing with a rattle and the baby's watching it, but then the baby turns the face away and we keep shaking the rattle, or we move the rattle in front of their face and we do it like this. That's a cue that the baby's had enough and doesn't want to do that anymore. So be fully present, slow down, look, listen, label. The second tip is lots and lots of talking. Because they're born ready to communicate and eager to communicate, you can add value. The sooner you can help them to communicate and have their needs met, the easier it'll be to parent them. So lots of talking, reading books, singing songs, labeling, talking through everything. So if you're going to change their diaper, you'll tell them before that. That's showing respect to them. I'm going to pick you up, I'm going to change your diaper, I'm opening your snaps, oh there's 7 snaps, 6 snaps, whatever, I'm cleaning you, I'm wiping you, this is going to feel a little cold, I'm using the wipes, now you're fresh and clean, oh we're all buttoned up, oh we just changed your diaper, does that feel good? So that's the second tip. Lots and lots of talking. The third tip is allowing them the space to show us who they are and what they need. What do I mean by that? So don't always pick up the baby, don't always over coddle. Lots of loving is good, lots of reassurance is good, but allow them the space to show us who they are. Floor time, tummy time, just exploration. they're very curious, they're born curious, but they need a safe environment to explore their environment and to venture out, which is going to lead to confidence. They're allowed to venture out, and we're not over hovering. There's this theory of self-soothing that's going around, and self-soothing, I have to say, people say let them cry it out and they will soothe themselves. That's what that theory says, but I feel like children can do that in the beginning. It's a skill. Self-soothing is a skill that I have to learn, and this topic today that I'm talking about is birth to 6 months. And so birth to 6 months, they may not have that skill and they're dependent on you. So if they're crying, be responsive, be present, figure it out, play detective. Is it food? Is it hunger? Is it uncomfortable? Do you have gas in your tummy? You have to play detective, because their crying is telling you something is not right. So unpack that. All of these three tips that I just shared, the first one slowing down, the second one reading, and the third one allowing them space, will help with the foundation, the neuron connection of the survival brain. The stronger that connection is, the more confident they'll become. And if children are happy and content, they're more confident in going out into the world. So the foundation is laid very early on. If you are a parent and you would like some independent consulting, or if you're an educator, go to my website togetherwegrow.online. Like, share, I would love a share. Like, share, leave a comment, love to hear from you. Was this helpful? Do you have other questions? And subscribe and stay tuned. This is one of three. So I talked about birth to 6. The next one is going to be 6 months to 18 months and beyond. So make sure you come back. And thanks for watching. You can do this.